tonight. And the starting group for the Spurs. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Washington out there with money. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, they've got Wright. Also Toppin's out there. And it's Page in at the 5, down low. Well, you and I, Doris, are both pumped up for this game, aren't we? Two exciting teams going head-to-head tonight.
Kevin, we've got great athletes almost everywhere on the floor tonight. The play at the rim should be electric. Let's go.
Wright dishes to Toppin, and he gets it to go.
This guy very comfortable operating in the painted area. All Obi Toppin needs is a little bit of room to get that shot off.
Here's Money. Releases from the wing and drills it.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Pelicans. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And San Antonio, they're rolling, and we expected that. Lots of talent. The chemistry is there, and so is the unrivaled production.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Zohan, the pass to Money. Fires the 3. Toppin pulls it in. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for the Thunder. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Money. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
It's right on the wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Here's Money. Toppin pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Under trailing by 4. There's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup. Finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Here's Money. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And the basket by Money.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Passes it to Dosunmu. Inside, Page. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there it is for him.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Rebound by Zohan.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Williams is checked in for Wembanyama. Petrovic is checked in for Sohan. Johnson's checked in for Devin Vassell. And Simmons subbed in for Washington.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Thunder's head athletic trainer. He told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. He will not return to the game, and he may not be back on the court for a couple of games so he can heal up. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
1:04 left in the first. Now, here's Dosunmu. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Caffey. Off target from outside.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
And the basket by Money.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Caffey. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Here's Money. A three-pointer off the mark. Thunder trailing by 13. Dosunmu, the pass to Caffey. Now Dosunmu. They need this. The shot will not fall. And so it's San Antonio looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. Right back after this break. And so checked in for Oklahoma City. Dosunmu comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Money out there with Washington. And it's Johnson in at the 3. Here's Money. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. And that's now 21 points for Money.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Kings was tremendous. Picked up 58 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
This one for 3, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Caffey. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
to the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. They get it again.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Here's Money, and it's San Antonio with another.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Thunder trailing by 21. Here's Sims. He had 13 points in the win against the Clippers.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor. He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
And the Thunder making a change here. Prosper's checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Williams comes in for Wembanyama. And Petrovic subbed in for Sohan. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Thunder. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And the basket by Money.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Spurs running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Toppin is out there with Wright. Then there's Dosunmu, and it's Page in at the center filling out the middle. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
That's tipped. Washington passes to Money. Here's Wembanyama. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Page, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And the basket by Money.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. A different look now for San Antonio. Walsh is checked in. And Simmons subbed in for Washington. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed. How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Right outside. Now here's Dosunmu, guarded by Simmons. Dosunmu's shot is off.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Here's Money. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Prosper's checked in. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Spurs. Thunder have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. In the corner, it's Toppin. That 3 off the mark.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And the basket by Money.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins. Plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Down low. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Money, no good.
Oops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And here is Dosunmu. He has yet to score. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. He can't get that one.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
14 feet away. The Thunder pull it in. To the inside. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession for the Thunder. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Petrovic. Simmons is out there with Money. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 spot. Clock at 6. The 17-footer. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out to the right wing. Here's Money, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Assisted by
Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 1:50 left in the 4th. Pass to Page. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points just in the second half.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And the back.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Page passes to Sims. Rebound by Johnson. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for money.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off with the layup. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. Here's Money, and it's San Antonio with another.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Here's Money. It's deflected. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying